To be here with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
good to be here.
You've been one of my heroes for years, and I've enjoyed everything that you've been doing, and it's really the penultimate thing in my career to be sitting here next to you, touching you, smelling you.
Yeah, all right.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for joining us. Tell me, Alex, what are you seeing around here? I mean, this is kind of like day -1 of.
Well, everybody's rushing around. Everybody's very stressed right now. So I've been walking through some of the halls to get a couple places because we've got some Coolio passes. And
looking for freebies.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
But as you're just this is the stressful day where everyone's trying to get ready for getting fully set up. So things are looking a little cleaner, but there's still a lot of big.
Right, and we're stressing them out more because we're bringing them up here, taking them away from their booths.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to bother them. And somebody we've yanked from our booth is Gary from Audio-Technica. Thank you for joining us.
No problem. Pleasure.
What are you guys doing here this year? What are y'all? Y'all are regulars at NAB.
We're a transducer company, so we make microphones pretty much for all aspects of everything that you would use microphones for. And at this show, we're obviously showcasing our shotgun microphones, and we're actually introducing 2 brand new microphones at the show this year.
Awesome.
The first one, can I show you?
Please.
Hey.
Please. I hope you brought some for the whole class.
Is this guy. And this is the AT2020 USB-I. Now, the AT2020 is a microphone that we've had for a while, and it's a digital microphone.
Yes, we've used one. We like
USB output. If you look at the bottom of this, you're going to notice it doesn't have a USB output. It has a micro HDMI output. And why would we do something like that? Well, what that allows us to do now is we have 2 cables that come with this.
Okay.
So now we have a USB cable, so the micro HDMI to USB, and then we also have one for lightning connector. So now this is compatible with the iOS devices as well. So Mac, PC, and iOS. And we took it and made it high res, so now it's 24-bit 96K, so it's high resolution audio. So we took one of the industry standard digital microphones and we kind of updated it.
Large diaphragm?
It's a medium diaphragm, but it does have a baffle ringer on there. It's very baffling.
and what are we attenuating here with this?
That's the actual mic gain. It's gain at the microphone.
Gain at the microphone. Okay.
Yep.
And then this will go directly. So if someone wanted to put this directly into their iPhone or iPad, they could record to a variety of anything.
Excels at like podcasting and work like that. You can go right into your phone for, say, video interviews, or right into your iPad for, say, podcasting work or radio work.
Now, when you're actually listening to it as it's going through there, what kind of latency are you getting?
On the iOS devices, you will find virtually no latency. If you do multi-tracking in like a PC environment, I do have another microphone called the USB Plus, which actually has a headphone output on the microphone itself,
and
so you have 0 latency. That one does not, and the reason for that is the bus power coming from the iOS devices is not powerful enough to actually power a headphone amplifier in the microphone itself. So this will excel more at those applications that you would do for a radio or something where you're not doing multi-track, where the latency is not an issue.
And this would be exceptionally good, I imagine, for conference calls.
It is. It's great for that.
If you're competitive, if you're really competitive, I always want to be the best sounding person.
No, I know. We use one of these VR900s for your conference calls.
I know, exactly. So for the video calls, we have these big cameras, and so if you really wanted to sound good for a conference call,
literally. And the nice thing about that is it's kind of a Swiss Army knife trademark or whatever I have to do on air. So you can use that for a Skype call, but then you can take it and you can do your podcast, and then you can take it and you can do voiceover in a video and for your wedding video or whatever you have. It works for all those applications, and I can also sit there and record an acoustic guitar and a vocal on it. So it's just a real handy microphone.
I can definitely see for journalists who are, I was just at a big event and saw all these journalists sitting there trying to record to their laptop off somewhere else, but this is something you could really just, what kind of off-axis rejection does something like this have? Is it pretty sensitive? Or
that's a cardioid pattern, so obviously it picks up the best from front. It picks up the least from 180 degrees off the axis, right in the back of the capsule itself. So it's perfect for environments that do have some noise, like maybe you want to do some voiceover work in a hotel room, say. It's really going to focus on your voice and get rid of a lot of that ambient air handling.
You can put the comforter over you and get under there with your laptop and go down.
People will do it in the closet. And they'll put the comforter up and go record in the closet.
Absolutely. We actually did some
There's
voiceovers.
little tricks of the trade. Everyone's like, what is he talking about?
Just before we came out here, we did some voiceovers for Dish Network, and it was a little recorder in the closet, and worked like a champ.
I've done a lot of,
but that's not one of them.
Under the no, I've done a lot of that. I've done a lot of voiceovers for commercials and so on and so forth. Where you're in a rush, someone gets they need something, and you throw it in there. Now, what's the optimum distance to this mic?
Well, that's one of those sticky questions that microphone manufacturers are often asked, like, how far away can I work this microphone? And it's 100% dependent upon the ambience in the room.
Right.
So in a very quiet environment, a standard arm's length works very well, but if you're in an environment where you want to get some of that proximity effect and get some of that low end up, you can get right on that microphone. It gives you a little bit more testosterone.
Be sure you have a pop filter and a...
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It does have internal pop filtering, but when you get that close on a microphone, you want to put that up there.
You can always overpower that, yeah.
Absolutely. And you said the USB Plus is the same, it's pretty much the same mic.
It's a lower res. So
lower res, okay.
And but it does have the headphone output. And again, this is our latest generation. So literally this is the first time it has been under lights in view of the public. I know.
That's right.
Well, it's.
I can hear the internet. It's all a buzz now. I can tell the phone are lighting up. People are calling their friends.
When is it shipping?
That's going to be shipping approximately July.
Okay,
July. I didn't know that was a month, but that's good. Yeah. And what's the price?
$199 will be street price on that.
Great.
Yep,
Great.
So very affordable price.
You've got something else over there I want.
Well, this is the imposing microphone.
Okay.
Can you handle it?
Oh, are you kidding?
All right, I'm going to bring that up.
Hanging on here.
So this is our first time into this market. So this is the BP40.
This looks like a kick drum.
Well, it's funny. The only reason that looks like a kick drum microphone is because people took microphones that are for that purpose, which is vocal, and use them in the kick drum. This is actually a broadcast vocal microphone. So this it
looks a little like an RE20.
It does look similar, but this is a wave-inspired industrial design. It's supposed to look kind of like a digital wave form from the side. We'll just play along, please.
No, it is. It is.
Okay.
In fact, I'm getting seasick looking at it.
Right.
No.
And so this is actually our first foray into a purpose-driven on-air broadcast microphone.
I like that. That is nice.
It's built like a tank. We do have an optional shock mount, and I'm going to take the hood off of this guy, and 3 people in your audience are going to be very excited by this, and everyone else is going to be,
like, what is he doing?
Well, we're going to be 2 of them. We're both mic guys.
This is a proprietary capsule. It's a very large diaphragm, about 38 millimeters, and it's a humbucking design, so it's resistant to EMI. The other thing that our engineers in Japan did on this microphone, which is very unique, is we have what we call this floating edge construction. So the way the diaphragm is tensioned across there, this is, I'm glad there's geek in the name of this program, because I would be going way off the deep end. It maximizes the surface area, and it minimizes the distortion actually at the diaphragm. So a lot of people say that this sounds very much like a hybrid between a dynamic, so you get that low, big dynamic sound, and the high frequency response of a condenser microphone. So it's very articulate.
Good.
So
but
it maintains
get the fat bottom.
Yep, it maintains the big end with a nice articulate detail.
Wow. This is great. And proximity-wise, I mean, this is like an RE20. I mean, we're gonna get into it.
The thing that's nice about this microphone is the actual capsule placement. I'm going to put this up if anyone can see that.
Okay.
The way the capsule is placed within the head case, once you kind of dial this microphone in, it's much less distant sensitive than other microphones. So if I do have to move off the microphone, it still maintains the presence. It doesn't really change the audio fidelity because the way we've optimized the capsule placement within the housing.
That's great. And is this in the market yet?
It is not. That's another July product. I just coined that term.
We got another month.
I know.
And we're very, very excited about that. We've actually sent that out to a couple key individuals for review, and they have been exceptionally satisfied with the microphone. So
well, I would love to be able to get my hands on it for review. I know Alex would as well.
I'm certain you can do that.
This is great. I actually have a lot of things. I'm getting ready to do a lot of voice recording, and this would be fun to play with.
Yeah, it's a cool mic.
What's the estimated street price?
About $350.
Okay.
And the shock mount's about another $100 or so. But yeah, that's all proprietary, purpose-built microphone from people who have been doing it for 50 years. So
well,
that's great.
Yeah,
know what thing
Audio-Technica
to
has a fantastic brand, fantastic reputation. It's one of my go-tos.
Oh, come on now.
No, yeah, I love your shotgun mics.
Sweet.
Your shotgun mics are fantastic for field work. They're fantastic for using as a boom mic in studio.
Yeah.
We've had lots of success.
Awesome.
Lots of success
Yeah,
with them.
absolutely.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yes,
Didn't
thank
come here for the praise, but I'll take it.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Gary.
Yes.
Oh, no problem. Thank you guys.
We really appreciate it.
Take care.
Absolutely. Right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And thank you guys. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No,
No,
please, by all
Thank you
means.
for watching NAB Show Live. We'll be right back.
Thank y'all.